All right, let's talk about one of the most common pieces of career advice you've probably ever gotten. The idea that to be happy, you have to follow your passion. But what if that advice is actually the very thing that's holding you back? I mean, you've heard this a million times, right? At graduations, in self-help books, from your family. It's always sold as this golden ticket to a happy, fulfilling career. Like it's the one simple key to unlocking everything you've ever wanted. But what if that simple three-word mantra is actually a huge source of anxiety, of career hopping, and just general dissatisfaction? That's the huge and kind of scary possibility we're going to dive into right now. Yeah, this well-intentioned advice, well, it turns out it can be a real trap. It just massively oversimplifies how career fulfillment is actually built, and it sets a lot of us up for failure. It ends up fueling the exact same anxiety it's supposed to fix. So, at the very heart of the problem is what we can call the passion-led career myth. You know the one. It's this romantic idea that we all have this one true calling just waiting inside us like some kind of hidden treasure. The only problem is that's almost never how it actually works in the real world. Okay, so why is this myth so damaging? Why does it mess things up for so many people? Well, let's break down the three fundamental flaws that make following your passion such shaky, unreliable advice. First up, this idea of a pre-existing passion is just deeply flawed. We're taught that passion is something you find, right? That you just have to discover it. But all the evidence shows that passion is actually cultivated. It grows out of hard work, out of getting really good at something. Believing you have to find it leads to this inspection mindset, where you're constantly asking, is this it? Do I feel it yet? And that stops you from ever sticking around long enough to build any real skill. And that inspection mindset, it creates this exact cycle, this loop that so many people get stuck in. Step one, you start a new job, constantly checking to see if you feel that spark of passion. Step two, you don't feel it right away, so doubt starts creeping in. Step three, you just assume it must be the wrong job, the wrong path. And step four, you quit, and you're right back at the beginning, repeating the whole thing over again. You never stay long enough to build the skills that lead to real satisfaction. Flaw number two is a big one. The passion myth has a massive economic blind spot. Let's be real, the world doesn't pay you for your personal interests. It pays you for having rare and valuable skills that solve other people's problems. Chasing a passion that has no market value, well, that leads to financial stress. And trust me, nothing will kill your passion for something faster than worrying about how you're going to pay rent. And here's a real paradox, something that's kind of wild when you think about it. You would think that loving your job would prevent burnout, right? But the passion myth can actually cause its own unique kind. See, when your career becomes your entire identity, you feel guilty for taking any time off. This creates this unsustainable obsession, not because you hate your work, but because you love it too much. And that can lead to a total emotional collapse. So, if follow your passion is the problem, then what in the world is the solution? Well, this brings us to a much stronger, more durable framework for building a career you love, the craftsman's alternative. The absolute core of this new approach is a concept called career capital. Forget about searching for some magical passion. Instead, focus on building rare and valuable skills. This capital is what gives you real leverage. It gives you the power to shape your job, to demand the things that actually make a career great, like more autonomy and a bigger impact. And this table here, it shows the difference perfectly. The passion mindset is all about me. It asks, what can this job offer me? It's focused on feelings and vibes. But the craftsman mindset, it totally flips the script. It asks, what value can I offer this job? It focuses on skills and results. So when things get tough, the craftsman doesn't bail. They ask, how can I get better? It's a huge shift from a taking mindset to a giving mindset. See, this craftsman approach leads to mastery. And mastery is what unlocks the real rewards. You get autonomy, which is more control over your work and your time. You feel competence, that deep, powerful satisfaction that comes from being truly good at what you do. And you get relatedness, the ability to connect with other experts in your field. And the best part? Passion isn't the goal anymore. It just becomes the natural side effect of this whole process. So this brings us to a whole new path forward. It's simple, but it's also really profound. It's just a reordering of our priorities. It's about putting the hard work of mastery first and trusting that the passion will follow. If you take away just one single thing from this entire explainer, please let it be this. Passion isn't the map you use to find the right career. It's the trophy you get for finishing the race. It's the fire that starts after you've put in all the hard work to build something valuable. And it's so crucial to make a distinction here between passion and purpose. Passion is an emotion. It's going to go up and down. But purpose, that feeling that your work actually matters to other people, that's stable. That's the bedrock. Purpose is what pulls you through the boring days. Because, let's be honest, every single job has them. So let's just leave you with this one last thought. What if we just threw out that old, tired question? Instead of endlessly looking inside ourselves for some magical passion, what if we looked outward and just asked a different question? What skills are valuable, and what can I commit to getting exceptionally good at? That simple shift in perspective, that might just be the real key to building a career you end up truly loving.